Assalamualaikum and a very good day I wish to all of you. Welcome to our forum for this week. Today, we would like to highlight a topic that is quite interesting to be discussed on. The new generation does not show much interest and passion in practicing the Malaysia culture heritage, namely traditional dance that is Dikir Barat. I am sure that every one of us has our own opinion and through with this topic. Before we proceed to our forum, I would like to introduce our panelists today because most of them have a lot of knowledge and also experience about this topic, what we will discuss. Our first panelist is Muhammad Rusyaidi. How are you today?
Okay, thank you, Mohamad. I'm fine.
Okay. And our second panelist is SYAHMI. How are you today?
Okay, thank you, moderator. I'm fine.
Okay. I would like to thank the panel for making the time to attend this forest. Before we start our topic in detail, let me explain about DK Barat today to make you all understand about its specifications. I'm sure you all wonder where the DK Barat come from. DK Barat is believed to have originated from Malay village in southern Thailand. The word Barat means west in Malay. Some researchers argue that Barat refer to Thailand, which is situated to the west of Kelantan, Malaysia, where the term DK Barat originated. In Thailand, this musical genre is known as DK Karut to emphasize the presence of Tukan Karut, son in a theatre. The word DK is believed to have been derived from Zikir, a form of religious singing and chanting. DK Barat, however, is considered a form of secular entertainment. From southern Thailand, DK Barat was said to have then spread to Kelantan where it became localized. This comes in various ways such as incorporation of pantun, poetry, and the Kelantan's dialect into the musical art form. From Kelantan, DK Barat spread to the other part of Malaysia and Singapore. Everyone know about its origins, and now I will explain what is DK Barat. DK Barat is a unique musical art form which involves the combination of singing, caroling, poetry, singing, synchronized dancing, and of course music. A typical DK Barat performer is usually made up of four main key elements. The Tok Jawara, the leader, Tukang Karut, son initiator, a chorus of about 10 to 50 performers known as the Awak Awak and a procession as assemble. The Tok Jawara set the theme of the performance and keeps the group together during the performance. Then usually spend a wide range of contemporary and social topics that include love, marriage, and life in the village or city. Okay. Okay, we will continue for the first question related to this issue, which is why do you think that this cultural heritage is still important or relevant to the younger generation? Without wasting time, let's hear the opinion on our title from the first invited panel. That is Muhammad Rusyaidi.
Okay, thank you, moderator, for that question. Okay, I want to answer that question. In my opinion, this culture heritage, which is Diki Barat, is still important or relevant to the younger generation because it is symbolized the identity of today young people. Diki Barat has various virtual and positive values that are conveyed to the community. The relationship between the community become when they sing, they will make a stronger voice. This will further increase the spirit when the young people together to do Dikbarat. Next, the culture heritage Dikbarat is an iconic art of the singing in our country as well as in our neighboring country which is Thailand. Because due to Dikebara, many younger generation in our country has been successful and famous in the eyes of the world. This is one of the way making many people abroad interested to come to our country to see the art of culture of Diki Barat heritage in the real life in their eyes. The important the importance of cultural heritage Diki Barat in the younger generation is it is one the it is one of the famous art in our country. If if the younger generation leave this culture heritage, it will be slow up by time and disappear from the community memory in the future. However, there is something more worrying, namely our culture heritage Dikibara will be taken by other countries. They will claim that our heritage Dikibara are there. This will happen when the younger generation does not care about Dikibara and don't want to know about that. If this happens, one of our culture famous art will be lost in our country. That's all.
Okay.
Uh, Sorry. Pardon me. I have something to add. In my opinion, the heritage of the DK Barat is very important and relevant to the younger generation. This is said to be so because in the insertion of the word community to interact and have fun using social media and the internet.
I
It is
hope this
seen that the DK Barat is still capable of playing a very important role in a channel information casually to young people. This aim to create friendly interactions and relationship with the general public and be able to revive and unheard the high quality talent of DK Barat art from the community in Malaysia, especially the younger generation. With this interaction, it can further strengthen community relations. At the same time, it can foster the spirit of unity and strange friendship between members of the community, regardless of race, ethnicity, and religion. In addition, this Dikebarat heritage can also give birth to the younger generation who love the art of culture heritage that is become outdated over time. This is because if a person is told about the art of Dike Barat through proper understanding, it is certain that a person can connect and appreciate the art of Dike Barat heritage, and it is certain that they will be able to apply it in their daily life. It's, it is clear that the art of Dike Barat not only functions as an entertainment arena, but is also able to convey the mandate of the government to the people effective, especially in change the people way of life and taking according to the passage of time. That's all.
Okay. My next question to our first panelists is how can we cultivate the interest of the younger generation to preserve this culture heritage? What are the measures that can be taken?
Okay, thank you again for the moderator. Okay, the way to be able to cultivate the interest of the younger generation to preserve the culture heritage of Diki Barat is to use appropriate steps such as making a Diki Barat competition in school or university. This step will be attract the interest of the young people generation, especially students, to try enter in that competition. Count with the Diki Barat and take a good experience. Next, the step to cultivate the interest of the young generation in the culture heritage of Diki Barat is, is to introduce in the subject of music at school or university. This is the best start to introduce Diki Barat to the young generation today. Students who are in the country, in the city, will also know about the culture heritage art of Diki Barat. This will let them know a little about the basic. In addition, the step of cultivate the interest of the young generation in the culture heritage of Diki Barat is to bring them to the show. The older generation should take them to those places. This make them know about Diki Barat and not just sit at home to playing a phone and game. If they are if they are at the Diki Barat performance, they will feel the atmosphere that only exists in Diki Barat and have the opportunity to interest them in Diki Barat. Finally, the step to foster finally in finally the step to foster the interested the younger generation in culture heritage of Diki Barat to give them the opportunity to try. Two skilled member of DK Barat, DK or DK Barat, they need to give guardian to younger generation who have who just live, learn or are interested in the world of DK Barat. Most of the younger generation who are interested in DK Barat today, they are not given to opportunity to try to join or play the DK Barat musical instrument. This is one of the factor that cause many young generation not to be interested in DK Barat. Many talented younger generation cannot create or show their skill at a DK Barat. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Would you like allow me to add my point? For my point to this question, I thought to maintain the heritage of Malaysia people cultural art is to use media platform to influence the community. Today, we have various digital platforms that are developing such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and other. This way definitely expand the knowledge and dissemination of this wayang of this the DK Barat. Make culture heritage as one of the subject in education. For example, knowledge about DK Barat and how to present DK Barat in school, preserving art and culture that still exists today, provide assistance to art and culture heritage activities. For example, the government needs to encourage the activity by providing funds and assistance to empower this culture heritage activity. As a result, this activity can definitely be expanded and always preserved, promoting the art we interesting activity, participating in international culture convention. Okay, okay. Uh, Thank you. Muhammad Rusyaidi, for your explanation about the question asked. Right. My next question is to our second panel, that is DANISH. What are the impact of this cultural heritage to the economy and to the tourist sector in our country? Can you explain it?
Okay, thank you, moderator. Uh, the effect of this cultural heritage can contribute to the economy and tourist sector in our country. Is first can increase the national currency. This is because when many tourists visit our country to get to know the tradition of our culture heritage, which is Dikir Barat, then they feel like experience the atmosphere and spend money to travel to our country. Second, can improve the result of the pattern on the clothes of a person who carries out the Western culture heritage. This is because most of the participants in their Dikir Barat display traditional Malay clothing with various pattern. Therefore, uh, therefore, with the production of pattern on clothing can improve the economy sector and the tourist sector. Lastly, this Dikir Barat can also attract the attention of the outside world because of the tune and dance uh, that are result from the culture heritage of Dikir Barat. This is because with the rich of song and dance that exists in the Western Dikir. It can also increase the tourist sector because its style is so unique that for foreigners want to study it. That's all from me.
Okay. Okay. My next question to our second panel is: do you wish that this cultural heritage will be practiced by the future generation? State what state your statement about this question.
Okay, thank you, moderator. From my perception, I wish that this culture heritage will be practiced by the future generation. This is because, first of all, Dikir Barat is very unique as the world is going through drastic transformation to liberal. I think the Dikir Barat is truly mesmerizing and exciting art form, a mixture of harmonious choir singing, synchronized uh, choreography, and witty humor. The blend of talent that this dance infused into its routine makes for the stunning exhibition for the audience. A typical Dikir Barat performance will have a variety of roles. The creative leader of the troupe is the tukang karut and the tok juara, who boost a flair for words as they would need to break out in spontaneous pantun verses. Many believe that what makes a good tukang karut and tuk juara is their knowledge of current issue, their sense of humor, and a strong stage presence. Uh, then wait. Okay. The rest of the trope are the awak-awak, and they are the ones who will sing out the verses and follow the flow of the leaders. What fascinating and unique about the DK Barat is the most of their choreography is done will sit down. The movement are expressed in the upper body and in the hand, but what it lack it limb. It make up in melodic choral voice as the throat moves in synchrony, the pounding of the rebana ibu and rebana anak traditional drums adds to the potency of the seemingly simple routine. That's all from me.
Okay, can I give my opinion? For me, can the heritage di Barat can foster nation unity with each plural group consisting of the Chinese, Indian, and Malay people. It can strengthen their relationship regardless of the race and the religion. Among the among the example of DK Barat tradition is the aspect of unity in the narration of the DK Barat, which can be watched by people of all age, regardless of race and religion. After that, this culture heritage can foster the spirit of younger generation and help maintain the continuity of our civilization. Now, this heritage culture, the community and the younger generation can learn about their origin. Therefore, the community does not forget. On the other hand, they will be aware of the hardship of their previous ancestor life. That's all.
Okay, thank you to all our panelists today. Finally, we have come to the end of our forum where we have shared a lot of knowledge which we don't even know our thought before. From what all our panelists shared just now, as conclusion, we know that culture heritage is the glue that binds us together as people. If we value our heritage, we can then to pass it on to our children with a little bit of ourselves attached to it. What we do now, how we live our life, and the character we bear. We add to the heritage we leave behind for the next generation. It is important that people address the culture issue of culture arrogance, culture emporation, and culture borrowing so that we can continue to protect and preserve the importance of culture heritage. The present is our priority. We need to protect and maintain what is still left of our culture heritage to ensure that the next generation can also embrace it. Okay, thank you.